Hello, entrepreneurs. This is Joe DiChiara, your host of How to Win at Business, coming to you live from downtown Flushing. And yes, I am in the eye of the storm, the pandemic storm, but I'm not going to let that stop me from bringing you this important, vital information that you're not going to be able to live without. And yeah, that's my story, and I'm sticking with it. And if you don't know who I am the founder of Bedrock Business Builders and BedrockUniversity.com. I've started this group. If you're in the Bedrock Business Builders group, I'm the guy that started this, and hopefully you're enjoying the ride. If you're not in the group, if you're watching this from YouTube or or my business page, join the group. Okay, we're having a lot of fun. There's a lot of information and fun and games going on. All you got to do is join Bedrock Business Builders in Facebook. Okay. And also, if you're watching live, give me a hashtag live. And if you're watching the replay, give me a hashtag replay. And I honestly don't know why, but my friend Jenny Wright asked me to do that for some kind of tracking purposes. Actually, it's so that if you have a question or a comment, so I can go back afterwards and respond to you. So this is sort of an interactive thing, and because of my lack of Facebook Live knowledge, I'm not going to even try to go into the group and do all of that stuff because it just gets me distracted. Okay, so who am I? I am an entrepreneur who's born to be in business. I started a casino in my driveway when I was 10 years old, and my parents quickly shut me down, but the seed was sown. I did not understand why people needed to get a job when you could just make money by doing stuff. Getting a job was never an idea for me. And when I was 17, my father saying that I was not hanging out with the right crowd. I had gotten into some trouble. He told me that CPAs run businesses and other businesses go to them for business advice. And I was like, but then I'm going to be a CPA. So literally, that's what I said. I said, then I'm going to be a CPA. And I never thought twice about it. What he left out was the fact that that meant I was going to be an accountant. See, it's certified public accountant. And that was a surprise to me. And 25 years after getting my CPA license, I said, Dad, what did you do to me? I'm an accountant. This isn't what I wanted to be. But then I realized that what my purpose in life was, what it always was that I wanted to help people and I wanted to help them in their business. And without working with those thousands of small business owners over the 25 years prior, it would have been hard to do what I do today. And so for 25 years, I resented my father. God rest his soul. But 10 years ago, I said, thank you, Dad. Thank you for tricking me into becoming a CPA because now I could really make a difference. And the way I'd like to make a difference is that if what I say tonight resonates with you, if I hit a nerve, if you could relate to what I'm saying, what I'm trying to teach people, then I invite you to have a free chat with me. Go to Time with Joe. I have the words right up there so you don't forget. You know how to spell my name, timewithjoe.com. I will give you a free 15, 20-minute chat to talk about your business. Okay. And it could be, you want to talk about, you're thinking about starting a business, or you already started a business and you think that you messed it up. And is it possible to fix it? And the answer is, I don't know. I won't know unless you reach out to me. So that's my offer, free chat, and let's get on with the show. So I changed the name of my show about a week ago, and I'm probably driving Haley Gray and Irene Pro crazy because it's like every other week I've changed the name of my show, which wouldn't matter. But then I asked them they have to actually change the graphic, and the graphic is in a bunch of places. So anyway, I'm sticking with this name, How to Win at Business. And nobody has asked me yet, what does WIN stand for? WIN. What does it stand for? Because there's a reason why I said win at business. I could have said how to be successful at business. I could have said how to succeed at business, how to make millions and millions of dollars in business. But it just came to me from out of nowhere. I said, I want to teach people how to win at business. That's what it's all about. I want to win. Don't you want to win? If you want to win, then you want to hire me. You want to talk to me. I want winners. Okay. I do not want to see anyone fail, which is what started me on this journey about 10 years ago, because I was fed up with all of the business failures. Okay. Not just mine or my clients, or the overall numbers of people that fail in business is criminal. And forget about all the numbers that you see from the SBA and Forbes magazine, because none of them are right. The truth is that over 98% of new businesses fail. Okay? That doesn't make the business owner a failure. But that business that they started, it's a 98% chance that it's not going to last. So if you do the math, if you want to start a business that's going to last, you got to start 50 businesses before you hit one that's going to actually be a good business. Now, I'm one of the lucky ones. I only had to start 30. So I'm ahead of the curve. So yeah, I've started and failed at plenty of businesses. Some of them could have been really good businesses had I known what I know today. The scanning business, I was 5 years ahead of, I was paperless before anybody even owned scanners. That's right, because I went out and I bought a $30,000 scanner. It was the size of my desk, and it was able to scan a lot of paper. But I didn't buy it just to go paperless. I bought it because I wanted to go into the scanning business. See, I had a bunch of clients that had a paper problem. They were title companies, and I had to keep paper forever. So I said, here's a big problem, and I could solve this, and I'll become a millionaire again. Another business that was going to make me rich. Forget about the fact that I was doing well in my accounting practice. That was chicken change compared to what I was going to do with the scanning business. So I bought this $30,000 scanner. It weighed it felt like 500 pounds, and never got off the ground. What happened was the software was buggy. Okay. Yeah, it worked. I was able to go paperless. I scanned a lot of documents. I was going on appointments. I had leads, but I never got a paying customer. Because what happened was I hit an obstacle. The software was buggy. Okay. And I didn't know about hitting obstacles. And I let that obstacle stop me. And a friend of mine was a lawyer, and he said, we can sue them. And long story short, we sued them, and I lost. So that that business wasn't a failure. That was one of my expensive lessons. But the fact of the matter is that most people, when they start a business, fail, meaning that that business that they started did not really come to fruition as a long-term asset. It did not become the business that they thought was going to help them pay their kids' tuition and put food on their table. Okay. And what I learned was not soon enough was that the reason why they're failing is not for the reasons that they publish, which is they say it's a lack of capital, it's a lack of knowledge, it's poor management, it's a bad economy, it's too much competition. All those are contributing factors to business failures, but those are contributing factors to businesses that have already emerged. They've gone from being sole proprietors, solopreneurs, to having employees, to having revenue. When those businesses fail, it's because of those reasons. The economy, they had a union, union busters. Those aren't the reasons why new businesses fail. There's a completely different set of rules for brand new businesses. And they didn't teach me those rules in CPA school. So let me get on with tonight's show. I'm committed to getting these down to 15, 20 minutes. And I'm making progress. Last night's show was about 28 minutes. So, and I'm not going to rush through this. I want to cover all of the content. So I'm even getting better at this StreamYard thing. This is an amazing, amazing tool. I should be an affiliate and give you a link here because I've been telling everybody about this. This is amazing because if I could do this, anyone can do this. And if Kimberly is watching tonight, hi Kimberly. I met Kimberly last week at during a mastermind show meeting, and she wanted to know how to do these Facebook things, and I'm doing a lot of them. And I said, if I could figure it out, I could show you how to do it. And anyway, so Kimberly became a friend. We're talking now, and that's another story. Hopefully, I'll have Kimberly on one of these shows. So, and this is why my Facebook Lives go on longer than they're supposed to, because I talk about things like this. But watch this little trick. So you have the how to win a business, and look at what I learned. Now it's even bigger. So now you can see it. Oh my God. So I'm gonna talk about how to win a business now. And what do I mean by win? Okay, that is the question that's nobody has asked me, but I decided to answer it. So that when they do ask me, I'll just have this up on YouTube, and I can send them to my YouTube channel to subscribe. So if I haven't mentioned it now, I would love for you to go to my YouTube channel. It's Bedrock Business Builders on YouTube, and just subscribe to my channel. Okay, because that's something else that my friends Haley Gray and Jenny Wright are teaching me about marketing. Okay, so it's important that you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Only if you want the excellent tools and information that's going to help you make money in your business. If you don't care about making money and succeeding in your business, then you don't have to subscribe. But if you want to, then I would say you should subscribe. Okay, so anyway, so what do I mean by winning a business? Well, I'd have to remind you that life is tough. Get over it. And now you want to be in business. You're making it even tougher. Okay? Most people get sidetracked. Okay, it's easy. It's easy to let stuff get in the way, like this pandemic. Okay, people have asked me, because right now my business is booming. Okay, I was embarrassed to say that, but I'm not embarrassed to say it because there's a reason why my business is booming. Because I didn't let this get in my way. And my business would have been booming had this happened or had it not happened. That it's irrelevant. Now, I know a lot of businesses are suffering, uh, and it's because of reasons beyond their control. If you have a restaurant, a bar, brick and mortar, a doggy daycare spa, you know, there's not much you can do, but there are a lot of things you can do. Okay, and that's how you win at business. So it's never going to be easy. If you think, oh, once this is over, it's going to be easy. No, it's probably going to be harder. And if you want to succeed, it's going to be even harder. Business is not for lazy people. So if you're not willing to work, go and get a job. Don't quit your job. I've had to tell plenty of clients that they need to close their business and either start up a new one or get a job, because working at anything would bring in more money than what their current business is bringing. Let's just leave it at that. So it's not going to be easy, but if it was simple and they knew that it could be done, it would be a lot more fun and maybe profitable, and maybe it would help people succeed. Okay, and not fail, not be one of those 98%. How would you like to be in the 2% that make it? Imagine what it would be like if you could eliminate the fear of failing. Just think of what that would feel like. What if you had a simple recipe for success? Because that's what I'm going to give you here tonight. What if that success was guaranteed? What if you followed my advice, my instructions here, and I could guarantee that you would be successful? How would that feel? Well, I don't know about you, but I feel good just talking about it. So, how do you win at business? I'm going to tell you how. I'm going to take you through the steps, because guess what? Winning, it's each letter stands for something. I don't remember what the heck that is, a mnemonic or whatever, but the W stands for something. And the reason why we do this, there's a scientific reason why we do this, because people could remember 3 letters a lot easier than all the stuff I'm going to tell you right now. So what does W stand for? W stands for your why. This is the starting point for everything. I just got off a great conversation with Kimberly today, and we discussed what her why was. And I would, and I always point to this, to start with why. Simon Sinek TED Talks. Okay, it's one of those short videos that might just change everything for you. Because what Simon does is he quantified reasons why companies like Apple can change different industries. They didn't just change and revolutionize the computer industry. Steve Jobs and Apple changed the cell phone industry. Then they went and changed the music industry. How did they do that? Because they had a why. How did the Wright brothers, I love this one, how did the Wright brothers, they owned a bicycle shop. How did they get the first manned flight off the ground when they had Professor Langley, who I didn't even know existed before Simon told me about him? Professor Langley was one of the smartest men in the world, had all the resources in the world because he had the US government backing him because they wanted a plane that could help them win the war. So Professor Langley had all the resources, all the money that anybody could possibly need. But the Wright brothers, who owned a bicycle shop and did this in their spare time and had unpaid amateurs helping them, how did they do it? Watch the video and he'll tell you why. So you got to find out what your why is. Who? Once you find your why, who are you working for? Who are you doing this for? We call it the avatar. Who is your avatar? Okay, if you want a business, you're not going to have a business unless somebody's paying you for something. So first you got to have your why, and then you got to have your who. Who is your avatar? Then we got your what. What exactly are you doing for them? So it's not enough to have your why or your who. You got to know the what, because they're going to want to know what you're doing for them. And you have to clearly define this stuff. Okay? It's not, oh, I think that this is what it is. No. You have to go through the exercises, the written exercises. One of them that I use is called crafting a definite chief aim, which is part of Think and Grow Rich. So these questions, and that's something that you can answer right off the bat. Okay? You got to get it to a point where you can answer them like that, but it takes time to figure it out. Now we're up to the I's. Okay? You need to inspire. You need to be inspired, and you need to inspire people. And how do you do that? Well, it's pretty simple if you follow the W. So if you have the W's taken care of, the inspire part takes care of itself. I don't know if you know this, if you realize this, but I seem pretty excited right now. I'm going on 12 hours of work without stopping, and I'm just starting. Why? Because I love this. This is not work for me. Okay? And the energy that I have, I'm told, is inspiring other people. And when I learn that I'm inspiring other people, I get more inspired. So one of the first I is to inspire. Inspire yourself, stay inspired, and inspire other people. And do it with integrity. This is important because it's easy when you're in business to take shortcuts. It's easy. Okay? And I've had those chances where it was easy to keep a client that was asking me to commit felonies. And by dropping them, cause grave financial harm to me and my family. But I had to keep my integrity because I knew that as soon as I crossed that line, as soon as I did it just for the money, and I wouldn't be able to look at myself in the mirror, all bets were off. So do everything with integrity. Inform. Stay informed and inform your people, not just your customers, your vendors, if you have employees, Keep your family and friends informed. People want to know what the heck you're doing and why you're doing it. Stay informed, stay up to date, and keep your people up to date. I think we're up to N. Okay, and N is pretty interesting because there's not a lot of good words for N, but here's one of the most important ones. Never, never, never give up. That scanning business could have made me millions of dollars. Nobody was doing it. I was in the newspapers. No, I was 5 years ahead of my time. I gave up because I didn't know what I know today. Never give up. It's called tenacity. My friend Larry Broughton wrote a chapter in my first book, From Myths to Money, which you can buy on Amazon. Tenacity. That's my second principle. Never give up. Be noble. Always be noble. That goes with integrity. Be a man, a woman, a person of honor. Okay, do it because it's the right thing to do. Don't do it because there's money involved. And that might seem hypocritical coming from an accountant that's telling you that you got to make money. If you're not making money in a business and you're not making a profit, you don't have a business. Well, it's a lot easier to make money when you're noble. Okay? I'm not talking about the quick money. Forget about the quick, easy money. There's no such thing. You have to have these principles if you want to win at business. Okay? And last but not least, and this is important because of what's going on now, you have to be nimble. This was a word in my vocabulary from a long time ago. The word now is pivot. But I've been nimble a long time. You know, I've been remote. I've been doing my accounting business remote for over 15 years now. I have clients all over the country. That's one of the reasons why this thing has not affected me that much. Yeah, it's affected my clients. It's affected a lot of other businesses, but me personally, how I conduct my business, it hasn't affected me because I am nimble. And being nimble doesn't mean so much a place, but it means being able to pivot. Okay, so you got to be nimble. And I think that's it for when. But what I tell people always, disinformation is useless unless you take action. Learning, you know, Ralph Waldo Emerson said this in The American Scholar, that basically a degree at Harvard University is not worth the paper that it's printed on unless you do something with it. Think about that. He told the graduating class at Harvard University that they are walking out with a piece of paper that's not worth the paper that it's printed on unless they take action. In a nutshell, that speech caused him to not be invited back to Harvard for over 30 years because they didn't really like it. And so I'm going over my time limit. If anything I've said tonight resonates with you, if I've gotten your interest, if you want to, throw something at me, that's fine. Connect with me by going to timewithjoe.com. If you're not in my Facebook group, join my Facebook group because it's one of the best groups on the planet, if that's possible. Okay. We're small, but we're growing, and we got a lot of quality members, and we're going to be getting a lot of quality members. In fact, I just asked my daughter to join. Okay, so that'll be a really big special edition. Okay, and I'll be happy. You know, it's hard when your kids don't even want to join your group. So say a prayer for me. Also, if you can, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's a great channel. Putting up a lot of information up there, not just from me, but from some of my friends. And that's my story. I'm sticking with it. Joe DiChiara, I hope you learned something tonight. If not, I hope I entertained you. If not, too bad. All right. Over and out. Thank you.